First of all, I got to say thank you to those guys that have been doing like I've asked. If you're new to my channel, I've been asking people to let me know if you have a channel or not. So if you have a channel, just leave me a yes. If you don't have a channel, just say no. But I've been getting some great comments other than that also. So uh, you guys have been really good about that. So it's been fun. You know, a few days ago, I told you I'm an Uber driver, and Uber took my vehicle back away from me. I'd had it for actually almost a year and a half. I do a rental through Avis, and I do Uber with a rental vehicle, unlimited miles. Really works out pretty good. Uh, but now they swapped me over to a Hyundai SUV Tucson, 2024. So, but I've come up to, as I'm learning this new vehicle, it's kind of reminded me of starting a YouTube channel. There's a similarity there. Uh, when I first got this vehicle, it's like any vehicle, first time you get it. If you're not familiar with it, you have to figure out where's this at, what does this button do, what does that button do. I had a RAV4 21 that I was using, uh, limited all-wheel drive. It had everything. I mean, everything. So now that I'm in this Hyundai Tucson, uh, I'm having to learn all over again. And that's kind of the way it was when I started my channels. Uh, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know, where does this? What I do here? I had to watch some videos. I had to watch how other people were doing it. I had to get an education on it. I had to learn a little bit. You know, well, it's the same thing with this vehicle. Uh, since I've had it for the last 2 days, at night I've been trying to figure out why aren't my lights, interior lights coming on. I couldn't figure it out. I've hit every button. I've looked all through the menu. I've done the screen to see if there's a setting that I don't have on. And today I reached up to hit a button, and all of a sudden my interior lights come on when the door was open. And the old light bulb went off from my head too, saying, "Oh, dummy, there it is." So, and that's the same way it was when I started my YouTube channels. I didn't know where things were at. I'm still learning on this one. Using cruise control is totally different than it is in the RAV4. There's just things different. It's a learning process. And that's pretty much the way it was when I started my channels. It was a learning process on how to do this and how to do that. And getting over the hump of just starting was the hardest part. You know, uh, getting that to actually try the AIs, to try the faceless, to do the face channel because of the results I was showing on my faceless stuff. Um, that give me it was challenging. It was like okay, I'm sure I want to do this. It took me some motivation to get me up and going on it. And I can see that a lot of people out there are doing the same way. I've noticed that a lot of people though that are giving me their comments, they already have a channel. And I've gone and looked at a few of the channels. There's a couple of them I've looked at. You guys got some good content there, really good content. And like I've said before, I would just refresh some things, just spruce some things up, change your tagging. I mean, change your title. Maybe throw a different thumbnail on there. It doesn't hurt. You know, they're letting you test now. You can actually, when you put up a video now on YouTube, you can actually put up three thumbnails, and it'll run a test on that over a period of time to see which thumbnail is getting the most attention for you. So that's a great feature. So you can actually do that on for yourself. Just go to the old videos, go in there and put up a couple other thumbnails to go along with that same video, and let it run again, and see if you get a little bit more traction off some of those newer thumbnails that you can put up now, and run a test on it. It's simple to do. A lot of people are advising to do that. They're liking the new uh, system that YouTube has put in for people to do that with. So it's a great way to test your thumbnails, see how they work, and that and all that. Now I've been going in on in video of vidIQ and doing my thumbnails. I've learned a simple process with that, and once you've hooked up vidIQ, you can go in and just change your thumbnails in a matter of seconds. As soon as you get done in the app, you just click publish, and it publishes right straight to YouTube for you. So it's a great feature there. So if you got an old channel or a channel that you like to, I'm doing it on some of my old videos, and I've only been doing this a month and a half, but I'm already changing some of the tagging or the titles and stuff like that on my other older videos here, and I'm seeing that it's working. I've gone in. I told you about taking out the keywords in the section when you have your video up. I've done that on a couple of videos, and I've noticed that I'm actually getting more traction off of them without the keywords being in there. So that little hack that someone taught me seems to be working. I'm going to let it run a little bit longer before I commit myself to doing it to all of them. But if it's working, I'm going to go back through every video I have up and take out all the keyword section. Just do away with it if I see that it's working. And so far, I'm seeing a percentage more on those that I've done that to. So and I'm telling you, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm not selling you nothing here. There's no things down at the bottom, except I do have 2 little affiliate links for 2 of the apps that I'm using that I am so confident in that if you use, they'll help you. And that's vidIQ and TubeMagic. They're wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I couldn't do, and I've said it before, I couldn't do what I do without those 2. It just wouldn't happen, especially the vidIQ. But yeah, just go back and spruce them back up. Go back, change your titles. You're allowed to do that. You can go back and you can change the thumbnail or add 2 more thumbnails to the one that you have up and have it run a test. And over the next, I don't know exactly how long it is, it's a period of time. YouTube will run a test and put up different thumbnails for that video and see if they can get you more traction. Understand this, YouTube wants you to make it good. They want you to make it and do well, I should say, on YouTube. They're wanting people to have longer views on those videos. They're wanting people to put up the consistent content I've talked about. You got to be consistent. That's another thing. Thumbnails, your title, consistency. If you can nail those 3 things down, especially that consistency, because you can do all the title tags, all the thumbnails, and all the other things you want to do, but if you're not being consistent with it, it's not going to work as well. And I'm going to preach that for a while, because I see at what I'm doing, that consistency part. I can watch my graph. I can tell if I didn't post a video yesterday, I'm making up for it right now. I got busy, excuse me. But yeah, that consistency part is the key to everything. Even if you're kind of shaky on your tagging, your thumbnails, and your title, if you're kind of shaky on that, you just still got to be consistent. Don't let that one slide. All right, and yeah, but that car was a learning process, just like YouTube is. You gotta get in it. You gotta touch it. You gotta feel it to understand it. And right now, it's taught me how to use it. I've learned how to use the remote of the cruise control better. I found out where that little damn light button was. I have found out this, and I found out that the automatic tailgate doesn't work like it did on the RAV4. I'll learn. It's an everyday thing, and I'm still going to probably learn a few more things about this vehicle before too long. But that's the same way YouTube is. You got to get in there. You got to do it. You got to make it happen. And you can. Anybody can do this stuff. Come on. So if you're, I usually gear my videos more for people wanting to do what I have done, and that's get on YouTube. I'm having great response off people that already have, channels up. So if you're new to YouTube, if you're new to wanting to do a channel, just let me know that. Just tell me something down in the comments that gives me a hint on what I should be talking about. I'm new to YouTube. I am so new. I'm not only wet behind the ears, I'm waterlogged. This is a new adventure for me. But I've learned that what I started and what I've been doing and what I've been talking about, it works. So all I'm doing here is conveying what I'm doing on my faceless stuff and what I'm doing right here. And I told you, just pick up the camera, turn it sideways, put it on 1080, and let it rock. Anyone can do what I'm doing. Just talk about your day. You don't have to even talk about what I'm doing. I'm doing YouTube. That's what I talk about. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a little bit of Uber stuff. But just talk about your daily life. I've told you this before. Just talk about your daily life. If you're a bartender, if you're, a physical instructor, or you work in a jewelry store, you work at a beauty salon. Uh, that's entertaining to some people, and you'd be surprised at the crowd of people that will be interested in what you got to talk about. And the only way to try it is get committed. Like I've said, do 10 videos, do 20 videos, get you a number in your head, say, okay, I'm going to commit to that number. I committed to 30. I'm over that now. Now I've committed to 60. I'm going to go for that. And then I'm going to commit myself to 90. Commit yourself to a little goal here to start this if that's what you're going to do. And just get out here and do it. Talk about what you do daily. Talk about your kids. Talk about your life. Talk about your husband. If it's nice, you don't want to talk about something that can come back up in divorce court. But yeah, this is not that hard to do. And if you're in your 30s and 40s, my God, you need to be really considering this if you want to do something down the road for your family. Because I'm telling you, you can put some money away in time if you're consistent. And I'm going to preach that word, consistent. If you start it, dedicate yourself to being consistent for a while. All right. You'll see after you've done 10 videos, after you've done 20 videos, I've already seen that I've already been picked up in the algorithm on this channel. And I really didn't expect as much response as I've gotten off of this one. So yeah, it's been rewarding. So do that. Give me a comment down the bottom. Let me know if you have a channel. Say yes. And if you do not have a channel, say no. If you're thinking about it, just say thinking about it. Also, if it's the first time you've seen my face on camera on here, just say first time. Second time, just let me know if you've been coming back. It helps me keep track of who I need to be talking to and what my subject matter could be a little bit. But today I learned a lesson in the car, and I figured out, that's kind of like starting a channel. You got to learn it. You got to get out there and you got to put your hands on it and just do it. And so, guys, you have a great day. I'm going to let you go. Might do one later. I got some more stuff I need to talk about, but I don't want to stretch this one out any longer. So, anyway, Daddy-O out. Guys, have a great day.